Finding their way, joining us now, enjoying his 6th 20-point game of the season, Steven Adams. Steven, welcome. Congrats on the win.
Cheers. Thank you.
Steven, it's Jalen. Congratulations on the win. Thank you for joining the program. Can you talk to the audience and young athletes out there about being what I consider a will big? Somebody that the team doesn't necessarily call plays for, but yet you bring the effort, the intensity, and you find ways to be productive like you were tonight in your second 2010 game of the season.
Well, pretty much it just comes down to figuring out what the system is. Obviously, we're going to run stuff through our main guys because they are talented basketball players, and it's just finding ways how you can help the team, regardless of what it is. And, you know, you just got to ignore all the stuff. You know, you try to be a star guy, you don't need to. What you need to do is, like, focus on all the small things, like setting a screen properly, executing it well, because eventually it'll come back to you, you know, because these talented players, mate, they need help getting open and stuff like this. So the more you can help them, they could help you as well. Does that make sense?
Hey, yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, Steve, Paul Pierce here. How you doing?
Right?
That was English.
Hey, good night, mate. How's it doing?
Hey, great game tonight, by the way. Now, you guys have been up and down all season. Played great tonight. What do you guys have to do moving forward to maintain consistent play going into the second half of the season?
Honestly, mate, this is my personal one. I'm not sure about the team, but my personal opinion is that we need to just stay disciplined in what makes us win games. If that makes sense. And like, if we build up a lead, we've got to understand why we built up a lead. You know, and like, you know, I'll use an analogy with MMA. Like, say if you got like a submission guy and he knocks someone out, you know what I mean? Like, and then he starts to think that he's a puncher now, but that's not what got him in there in the first place. Does that make sense?
Totally makes sense.
Now, let me guess.
I'm still with you.
You've been in some MMA wars.
There you go. Yeah. So like, if you use that analogy, like, we got to focus on what gets us in that spot in the first place, right? Yeah.
Steven, what about the noise when people talk about the pending free agency of Paul George and suggesting that he may be better off playing with his hometown Lakers than running with you guys in OKC when you're a consistent playoff contending type squad?
Yeah. What are my thoughts on the free agency? Is that what you said?
Yeah, you haven't heard that Paul George is a free agent this offseason, did you?
I mean, honestly, mate, I don't pay attention to any of that stuff, so it's all news to me. But I guess we'll deal with it when it comes.
I have one important question while I have you here. Your thoughts on us having to wait for Game of Thrones till 2019?
Your thoughts on having to wait for it?
Yeah, 2019, we don't get a show.
Really? I haven't actually seen it, but everyone says I look like old mate on there. Apparently he died, though.
You do. It's not a bad thing.
Shocking.
It's not a bad thing. It's a compliment.
Have you seen Star Wars, Steven? I'm not a Game of Thrones guys either.
I've watched the old school.
Old school.
Yeah, thanks. There you go, mate. Yeah, let me go, mate.
Thank you.
Where are we going with this? What are we doing?
Man's shower. He's been playing all night. That's true. Like, that's the whole thing. Is everyone trying to figure out their roles and where they're supposed to be, and he's one of the guys who's been there and consistent, and he's just kind of still doing his job.
That's why I wanted to ask him about being somebody that's consistently productive but never gets discussed, and by the media or fans sometimes doesn't get appreciated. Because up front, he's their most important anchor. Without him, being able to catch drop passes from Russell, finish around the rim, grab rebounds, block shots, they don't have somebody that can replace his productivity.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, he's the big guy in the middle, and he does a marvelous job for them on the rebounding. He clogs up the middle, sets hard screens. See, people don't understand how important that is for your big to get down court, set up your all-star players, get them open, and then you pretty much have to get out the way because they're not calling any more plays for you. You have to find ways to be productive, and Steven Adams does that to the T. He gets offensive rebound, he catches lobs, he does all the dirty work that a great team needs, especially when you have three guys who are shouldering most of the offensive load.
And for
it
young
actually
players,
makes sense because the way he answered every question was like, I'm not really paying attention to that. So he's kind of on a known island by himself making it work. And
absolutely, ignoring the noise. And that's how you can make $100 million playing basketball without